Good morning, guys. Welcome to webinar 1 to 3. Good morning to you. I'm Andre Hinkson, and I'm from the island of Barbados. Now I live in Rome. So, welcome to our webinar for today. It's called Numbers and Fruit. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about numbers and fruit. So, let's begin. Numbers and fruit. In this focus activity, numbers 1 to 20, fruit, regular and irregular plurals. So those are the objectives for this focus activity. Okay, let's begin. So let's look at the numbers 1 to 10. Alrighty. For those who know the numbers, just follow along. Yeah. So first number, what number is this? This is 1. Good. Next number, 2. Then we have 3. Up next, 4. Followed by 5. Then we've got 6. Up next, which is this one, 7. After 8, then comes 9. And finally, 10. So once again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So numbers 1 to 10. Just like your hands, you have 10 fingers. 5 on one hand and 5 on the other. Okay, let's continue. Now let's look at the spelling of these numbers. Now, some of the words for these numbers have a different sound, a different pronunciation than it's written. So let's look at the spelling of these numbers. So the first one, we've got 1. How is it spelled? Well, we've got O-N-E, 1. The O is pronounced like a W, like W, 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 w. So we pronounce 1, 1, O-N-E. Let's look at 2. How is it spelled? T-W-O, T-W-O. So 2, 2. But we don't pronounce the W, not twu, but 2. The W is kind of silent. You don't pronounce the W. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We've got 3. Now, this pronunciation is very difficult for Italians. So it's 3. Put your tongue between your teeth. 3, 3. And this is how it's spelled. T-H-R-E-E. 3, 3. Remember your tongue between your teeth, the TH. 3. T-H-R-E-E. Up next, you've got, you remember this one? 4. Almost gave you 5. 4. So here's the spelling. F-O-U-R. 4. 4. And we've got number 5. How do we spell this one? 5. F-I-V-E. 5. F-I-V-E. 5. Great. Next one, we've got 6. 6. Remember the pronunciation. 6. It's spelled S-I-X. 6. S-I-X. 6. Then number 7. 7. It's spelled S-E-V-E-N. 7. S-E-V-E-N. 7. Hello, good morning. How are you? Larissa, I think it's your name. That's how you spell it. You pronounce it. Larissa. Good morning to you. Welcome. Today we're looking at numbers. We're at number 8. Number 8. We've got E-I-G-H-T. 8. E-I-G-H-T. 8. Remember, the G and the H are silent. Silent. So it's pronounced 8. E-I-G-H-T. 8. Now, number 9. How is this one spelled? Like this. 9. N-I-N-E. 9. N-I-N-E. 9. And finally, we've got 10. 10. T-E-N. 10. Good, excellent. So those are the numbers and those are the spellings. Now, let's move on to other numbers. But before that, let's review. So we've got 1, then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So those are the numbers from 1 to 10. Now, let's move on to other numbers. We've got numbers 11 to 20. These might be a little more difficult because they are larger numbers. So let's look at the numbers 11 to 20. So we've got 11. After 11, Larissa, what's after 11? Can you tell me? The number after 11 is 12. 12. After the number 12, we've got 13. 13. Followed by 14. 14. Remember, when the numbers start from 13, we use teen. 1, 3 is 13. After 13 is 14. Then we have 15. 15. Then 16. After that, 17. Yep, so we have the teens. 18. Then 19. And finally, 20. So let's go at it again. We've got 11, 12. Then we begin with the teens. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and of course 20. Now let's look at the spelling of these numbers. They're a little more difficult, but we'll practice them. So let's look at the spelling of 11. So 11, E-L-E-V-E-N, 11. Some people say 11 or 11. Both pronunciations are correct. 11 or 11. So remember, E-L-E-V-E-N. Let's move on to 12. This is the spelling. 12. T-W-E-L-V-E. 12. T-W-E-L-V-E. Excellent, Larissa. Great. Cool. You've got 15. You forgot the F on 15. But we'll get there. So next one, 13. 13. T-H-I-R-T-E-E-N. 13. T-H-I-R-T-E-E-N. 13. So remember, with the TH, we have to put our tongue between our teeth. 13. 13. Next, you've got 14. 14. F-O-U-R-T-E-E-N. 14. Thanks, Larissa. 14. After that, 15. So this one is spelled like this. F-I-F-T-E-E-N. 15. Sometimes it's difficult to pronounce the T in 15. Normally, it's silent. So 15. Sorry, not the T. The F sometimes is difficult. The second F is sometimes difficult. 15. It's not silent, sorry. The F, though, the second F is sometimes very difficult. 15. Then we've got 16. 16. S-I-X-T-E-E-N. 16. Then 17. S-E-V-E-N-T-E-E-N. 17. Then 18. Remember, 18. E-I-G-H-T-E-E-N. 18. Remember, the G and the H are silent. So, 18. A, 18. Then 19. 19. N-I-N-E-T-E-E-N. 19. And finally, we've got the big number, 20. 20. So this time it's not teen, not twentine, but 20 with a Y. So T-W-E-N-T-Y. 20. Good, excellent, very good. Cool, so let's move on to the next exercise. Next, we're looking at plurals. Now, this one can be difficult sometimes. So when we're talking about plurals, when we're talking about things that exist, we use there is and there are. There is and there are for things that exist. There is used for singular nouns. There are used for plural nouns. So let's take a look. Examples. There is one apple. So remember, one apple is singular. There is one apple. So we use the verb is, the verb to be in the singular form. So there is. Let's look. Yeah, there's an apple. I'm hungry at the moment. I need an apple. And let's look at the plurals. We've got there are two apples. There are two apples. I can only eat one apple. Yeah, I don't love apples, but I like them. So one apple is good for me. So for the plural, we use are. the plural form of the verb to be. So there are 2 apples for the plural. Good? So remember, there is 1 apple, singular. There are 2 apples, plural. Good. What is there? So on that plate, we have different fruit. So let's look at these fruits. Are they plural or singular? So here we have bananas, the yellow ones, bananas. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bananas. So remember, 4 is plural. So we use there are. So there are 4 bananas. Great. Let's look at, we've got 2 apples. 2 apples. So plural. There are 2 apples. And finally, the ones at the top in orange are also called oranges. So we have 1 orange, but here we have 2 oranges. Oranges are plural. So we use there are 2 oranges. Great, excellent. So remember the difference between the singular, there is, and the plural, there are. Excellent. Cool. So let's continue to look at fruit. So we've got 1 pear, 1 pear. So remember, this is singular. So we say there is 1 pear. Here we have 2. So there are 2 pears. Excellent, Larissa. There are 2 oranges. Very good. In this case, there are 2 pears. 2. So plural. So there are 2 pears. Let's look at a lemon. So 1 lemon, but 2 lemons. Remember the S, plural, lemons. 1 lemon, 2 lemons. So there is 1 lemon. There are 2 lemons. Always remember the S for the plurals, the regular plural nouns. Next, we have 1 orange. So there is 1 orange. But there are 3, many. There are 3 oranges. So remember, it's pronounced oranges, the plural. So there are 3 oranges, but 1 orange. Excellent. So that's the singular and the plural. Excellent, Larissa. So let's continue. 1 apple, but how many in the plural? You've got 2 apples. Always pronounce the S. 2 apples. You've got 1 banana. 1. There is 1 banana, but there are 3 bananas. With the S, plural. 3 bananas. And finally, 1 cherry. 1 cherry. Remember, the CH here, CH, is pronounced ch, 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 cherry. But there are 3 in this picture, 3 cherries. So there is 1 cherry, but no, here there are 3 cherries. The S, plural. Excellent. Very, very good. Oh, we've got more. More fruit. So 1 grape. 1 grape. There is 1 grape. But in this case, we use some. Some to mean a small amount or an amount. A small amount or a small number of objects or fruit. So in this case, some grapes, because we cannot count grapes, right? precisely. There are too many grapes in this case. So we just use some grapes. There could be 12, there could be 20, it could be 15 grapes, but we're not going to count the grapes. So we just use some. So you can say one grape, but for plural, some grapes with the plural S, some grapes, because there are too many grapes to count. She's eating an apple. One apple. So there is one apple. So those are the plurals and the singular of fruit. We've got pear, one, plural, pears. Lemon, lemons. Orange, oranges. Apple, apples. Banana, bananas. Cherry, cherries. Grape, grapes. Good. So practice those singular and plural fruit. Now, let's see if you can remember. So, A. What is A? Is it singular or plural in this picture? Picture A. Is it singular or is it plural? I think it's plural. So we have 3 lemons. 3 lemons. Great. B. Which fruit is B? Looks familiar. I love this fruit. It's very, very tasty. Very, very delicious. I love them. So here we have 2 pears. 2 pears. Now let's look at C. You guys know this one. 2 apples. 2 apples. And D, remember the plural. There are not a few, there are many. So we can't count all of them. So what do we say? We say some grapes. Some grapes. Exactly, Larissa. There are pears. There are 2 pears. So we have D, some grapes. So there are some grapes. E, got another plural. We've got 3. There are 3 bananas. 3 bananas. For F, you can say also some oranges. There are some oranges. To me, it looks like 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Yeah, 2.5 oranges. So there are 2 and a half oranges. And maybe some orange juice as well. There is some orange juice. Exactly, there are some, Larissa. There are some grapes. Very good. And G, you got, remember this one? Cherries. There are 3 cherries. 3 cherries. Good. And here at the bottom, there is 1 woman and 1 apple. Excellent. Yes, Larissa, it's grapes. G-R-A-P-E-S. G-R-A-P-E-S. Grapes. Yeah, grapes is the correct spelling. Good. And there are some grapes. There are some grapes. Remember, there, T-H-E-R-E, there. There are some grapes. Good. Let's move on. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Alrighty, let's continue. So remember the plurals. Let's continue to look at them. So let's look at this basket, the container where the fruit is in, fruit are in or is in, is called a basket. It's a basket. So we have a basket of fruit. A basket of fruit. Exactly. I'll type it for you. A basket of fruit. So we use the singular because it is one basket. So there is a basket of fruit. Yeah, there is a basket of fruit. Great. So let's look at this basket of fruit and which fruit are in the basket. So we have, there is a pineapple. There is one pineapple. Yeah, that big one with the hair, the green hair is a pineapple. In Italian, you call them bananas. Pineapple. There is one pineapple. I can see some grapes. So there are some grapes. Excellent. What else is there, Larissa? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. What else is there in the basket? So we've got, there is a pineapple. Always remember the article. There is a pineapple or there is one pineapple. Yeah. There is exactly a kiwi. There is one kiwi. So there is one kiwi. Yeah, excellent, very good. What else is there? So there's one kiwi. There's one pineapple. There are some grapes. What else? Can you find the other fruit? We've got also, there is one pear. One pear. So there is one pear. There is one pear as well. Next, we've got, I think there are two apples. There are two apples. There is a green apple and there is a red apple. But in total, there are two apples. Remember, plural. So there are two apples. There are two oranges. Excellent. There's one hiding under the grapes. It's hiding under the grapes. And one on the right. So one on the left and one on the right. Very good, Larissa. There are two oranges and there are two apples. Yeah, there are also two apples. There are two oranges and there are two apples. Anything else? I see something on the right. It looks like a plum. A plum. It's purple. It's like the color, almost the color of the shirt, but this is blue, but it's kind of purple. Some are kind of blue, some are yellow, but this one is purple. It's called a plum. There is a plum. On the right by the bananas. So there is a plum. There's one plum. Then we've got the bananas. So of course there are, it looks to me like maybe three bananas. There are three bananas. So remember plural, there are three bananas. Always remember when you're pronouncing three, the TH is Your tongue should be between your teeth. 3, 3. So there are 3 bananas. Yeah, there are 3 bananas. Excellent work, guys. And one more thing, I think that the yellow one is a lemon. So there is a lemon. There's one lemon, or there is a lemon. Yeah, excellent job, guys. Very, very good. Now, let's continue. Let's see some more fruit. Yeah, so we have some other fruit. So there are 2 apples, 2 green apples. Yeah, 2 green apples. There are 2 red apples on the right. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 plums. We have 3 red plums and 1 purple plum. Purple is very dark, kind of blue mixed with red. It's purple. So there is 1 purple plum and there are 3 red plums. We've also got, think these are tangerines. Tangerines, they look like oranges, but they're smaller. We call them tangerines. So we have 1, 2, 3 tangerines, and they are orange. 3 tangerines. And I think there is 1 orange hiding in the middle. There is 1 orange. Good. Now let's look at irregular plurals. Now there are some plurals that don't end in S. No, these are called irregular plurals, which means they do not end in the letter S. No. So here are the irregular plurals. Excellent, Larissa. There are 3 tangerines, and your spelling is correct. 3 tangerines. Very, very good. Excellent. So look at the irregular plurals now. So one of the irregular plurals is child. So we've got singular, 1 child, but the plural does not have an S. The plural of child is children. So you have 2 or more children. This is an irregular plural noun. It does not have an S. So 1 child, but 2 or more children. Okay, so that's our first irregular plural. Let's look at the second one. We've got man. So singular, 1 man. But what is the plural? The plural is men. So we've got 1 man, but 2 or more men. Exactly. The A changes to an E. So we have the plural men. The third one, woman, is also an irregular plural. We've got 1 woman, but we've got plural women. 2 or more women. So again, the A changes to an E. 1 woman, 2 women. The next one, this one is an irregular that a lot of people get a mistake or make a mistake, sorry. So we have 1 person, but we have 2 or more people. So remember, the plural of person is people, not persons. No, in many different countries, in many different English-speaking countries, or some, you will hear people saying persons, as in the plural. But the correct form is people. So 1 person, but 2 or more people. Right, Larissa, it's many people. So we have plural, many people. Many people. That's the correct form, many people. So remember, if it's two or more, we use the plural people. But if it's one, we use person. Yeah. So those are your irregular plurals. There is one child, remember singular, but the plural, there are two children. Children is the plural. There is one man, but there are two men. There is one woman, but there are two women. And finally, we have there is, there is one person, but there are two people. Or as Larissa says, many people, for a lot, for many, more than two. So remember, practice using these plural irregular nouns: children, men, women, and people. Good, excellent. Let's continue. So in this picture, how many people are in this picture? So can you remember the numbers? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's plural. So there are 5 people. Remember, people is the plural. So there are 5 people. Cool. So let's look at these pictures and determine if it's singular or plural. But remember, in this case, it's irregular. So let's look at picture A. We've got how many people? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 people. So 4 people in the picture, but there is one dog. One dog. Remember, animals are not people. Animals are animals. So they're separated from people. So in this picture A, there are 4 people, but there is one dog. Excellent, Larissa. Very good. Now let's look at picture, well, let's continue with picture A. What else do we have in picture A? So we have, there are 2 children. So we have 2 small children. So there are 5 people, as Larissa said. There is one dog, and there are 2 children. Good. Picture B. We've got, quite a few people. Exactly, Larissa. There are 4 people and 1 dog. So there are 4 people and 1 dog. And of course, there are 2 children. So there are 4 people and 1 dog. Excellent for picture A. And there are 2 children. Yeah. B, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 people, plural. There are 6 people. And remember, the plural of person is people. 6 children. Yeah, exactly. They look like children. I think they are. So there are 6 children. Very good. But you can also say there are 6 people. Let's look at picture C. 1, 2. Who are they? Are they people? Are they men? Are they women? Picture C. If you guessed, you're correct. There are 2 men. 2 men. So remember, singular man, but plural men. There are 2 men. Good. And not men's. No, not men's. Men. No S. Men is an irregular plural. Then, very good, Larissa. Then we've got D. Here, what do we have? Plural or singular? Picture D. Are they people? Are they men? Are they women? Are they children? Are they dogs? I'm sure they're not dogs. Excellent. There are 3 women. Very good, Larissa. Very, very good. Excellent. So remember, practice your plurals. The regular plurals have an S, for example, like apples, oranges, dogs. Always pronounce the S for the regular plurals. Yeah? For the irregular plurals, there is no S, but an irregular form, like children. 1 child, but 2 children. 1 man, but 2 men. Yeah? We've got 1 person, but 2 people. So practice, practice, practice your irregular nouns and your irregular plurals. It's very important. Remember, when you're speaking about a singular noun, we use there is. There is 1 dog. And remember, for plurals, we use there are. For plural, there are 6 people. In picture B, there are 6 people. Good job, guys. So remember, practice and stay tuned. Very good, Larissa. There are 3 girls or 3 women. So remember to practice and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more webinars for your level. And remember to follow our Instagram and our Facebook pages here at My English School. So, bye. See you later.